This is a budget issue that the district did not manage well.
They created this mess, and now they need to fix it.
Governor Steve Sisolak making it absolutely clear the Clark County School District is to blame for the possible teachers' strike. Good evening, everyone. I'm Todd Quinones.
And I'm Trisha Keene. Union leaders say they are not striking yet, but they're not backing down. Walking off the job September 10th really is still a possibility. And tonight, team coverage of this still developing story. We begin with 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey with the back and forth that unfolded late this afternoon. Sean.
Todd, Tricia, CCEA Executive Director John Vellardita says they didn't make a lot of progress with CCSD during their sit-down today, but they are backing off of their preparations for that strike, at least for now, thanks in part to some remarks today by Governor Steve Sisolak. Now, we will get to that in just a moment, but first, hours of negotiation with CCSD. Vellardita says that negotiations have narrowed down to one issue, column movement pay, essentially where a teacher gets paid more for their completed training. Step increases in public retirement funding has been set to the side for the moment. Vellardita says CCSD came with an offer on column movement, but they rejected it outright, getting us one step closer to a strike.
I think what we're sitting on is a tinderbox. You saw over 1,200 educators in 107-degree weather for an hour and a half display their frustration over not being respected as the professionals they are. That is growing.
Now, CCSD made that offer today. Essentially, they were offering that they would make a one-time payment to teachers that would be equal to that movement column pay, that salary increase, but it would not give them the salary increase, and it would also eliminate that professional development incentive program. Now, CCEA, of course, said no, so the strike is still on, and they are saying that despite strikes being illegal. Vellardita says that they know what the risks are. The CCSD Board of Trustees walks out with police protection, spurring several teacher protests.
I say educator, you say power, educator.
On top of raises and benefits increases offered by CCSD, the union is demanding a change to personal retirement contributions, step increases, and increased pay for better training called column movement pay.
Here I am waiting another year and promise is just empty.
Jessica Musicanth is one of roughly 2,500 public employees the union says completed the training required for a pay bump.
We did a ton of classes, lots of homework, after hours.
Essentially getting another master's degree on her own time with the promise of a salary increase.
I was at 4 schools at one time. I was also getting married. I also bought a house. It was a very busy year.
Many public employees, though, aren't sure if walking out is worth the risk. Nevada law strictly forbids public employee strikes. If the school district goes to court, the union could face a $50,000 a day fine. Union leaders could be imprisoned and fined $1,000 a day, and any teacher could be suspended or fired. The court could strip CCEA of any right to collectively bargain.
We know there's risks.
CCEA Executive Director John Vellardita acknowledged the risks of an illegal strike in mid-August. The threat didn't stop the union from increasing its pressure on the district.
I don't think that this situation in Southern Nevada is any different than any of the states that saw hundreds of thousands of educators say enough is enough, and they walked.
Now, Vellardita says that the teachers union is pumping the brakes on these strike preparations, in part because of statements made today by Governor Steve Sisolak. 13 Action News reporter Austin Carter was there as the governor was making those statements, and he joins us now live. Austin?